we're not machines, man. So we need time to rest, right? God made this place in cycles. You know what I'm saying? Like even he put this thing together in 6 days. On the 7th day, he took a rest. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And he's the creator. So,
hey, what's up, y'all? It's Sid the Entertainer. I'm asking y'all to check out the Loveology podcast. This is.
Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one. And we're married. We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. What's up, world? It's another episode of the Loveology podcast. Thank you for checking in yet again. We appreciate you coming through. It's me and my boo. What's up, baby girl?
What's up? Oh, we're matching color-wise.
We matching a little bit.
Blue and white.
Blue and white. I see.
Oh,
I see you.
We didn't even try that.
Okay. No, we didn't. So, baby girl, how you feeling?
I feel fantastic.
You feeling fantastical?
Yes, fantastico.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see you with your Spanish word.
You know what? That's what I do. I try to tell y'all a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But she finally coming over.
Jason claims he's fluent, but the only thing he knows how to say is, where are you in Spanish?
No, I can say a lot of different things. Agua.
How are you?
Agua. You hear me? You know, the basura. You know what I'm saying?
What is the basura?
That's trash, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't try to charge me up on live. You know what I'm saying?
He actually got that right.
I know. So, excuse me. My voice is a little raspy today, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to roll with it. You hear me?
Yeah.
We're going to roll with it.
I like the raspy voice.
You like the little raspy a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I guess we add to the thuggy spice a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Representing the Crenshaw. Shout out to Nipsey.
Yep.
The marathon continues. You hear?
Mm-hmm. Any fans of ours know what he's talking about when we say thuggish spice. Something I came up with. That's how I like my men, with a little thuggish spice.
Yeah.
Like Jason.
But I threw a little extra spice on here lately, huh?
Yeah, with these braids. I was like, I don't know. This is too much spice.
Got your mouth burning a little bit. A little hot. I heard that.
Nah, you still look good.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. So, man, we're going to jump into this week's episode. What are we talking about this week, love?
We are talking about the reason why I feel so fantastic.
The reason for the season.
You said we're jumping in, right?
Let's go ahead and dive in this thing.
Okay, I took a Mom-cation.
A Mom-cation? What's the Mom-cation, man?
Have you guys heard of this? I don't know what the exact definition is, but it's basically when a mommy decides that she needs to take a break from her husband and her children.
Dang, you could have left me out there. You just could have said.
No, you part of it.
You could have said just the children, and then I could have watched the children.
No, it's both. It's all of y'all.
Okay.
So I think during this time we're still dealing with this virus. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that single people are probably dealing with, isolation. If you've been trying to self-isolate, which is very difficult, but people who are together and married or with someone might be feeling a little bit of too much togetherness.
A little bit too much, huh?
I don't think we really talked about that, but I think that was part of it, me needing a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too much togetherness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. hurt my little heart right here on TV. Hurt me.
I'm sorry.
How can you have too much of me? How is that possible?
Oh, it's possible. Definitely. So, but the majority of it is the children, because they are, especially, we have 2 small children. We have she just turned 6. I was about to say 5, but my baby is 6. My firstborn is 6, a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. So with small children, it's labor intensive, man. It's really, baths and feeding, and sometimes you just
on your breathing.
Sometimes you just feel like a slave to them. They just sitting back waiting on you to bring them their food, you know?
Wipe the butts.
Yes, gotta
give them a bath. We gotta give them a bath tonight.
Yeah,
I was trying to give them a bath before you came back, but I ran out of time.
It's fine. I know the struggle. So So yeah, I mean, it's just very intensive. And then pile, the virus on top of that. I started working about 6 months ago. I was a stay-at-home mom when the pandemic hit, but I had an opportunity fall into my lap and I just had to take it. And I still think it's a wonderful decision, but
you
it's
said
definitely
you had to jump on it.
Oh,
Jump
wow.
on it. Jump on it.
But it still definitely comes with more time constraints, of course, right?
Correct.
So we talked about this. First of all, I saw an article about with a woman, a mom, who says that she takes a Mom-cation once a year, and I was like, wow, I've never heard of this before. So she I read the article, and she basically just like goes away for a weekend and takes care of herself and does whatever she wants to do. If that's, just laying in the bed watching TV, then that's what she does, go to the spa or whatever, she just does what she wants to do and doesn't have like, people pulling at her all the time. Right. So I was starting to feel, so I read that a while back, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And I was like, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should do that one day. But I just never like put an action into plan. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, Jason, man, I don't feel well, man. Like we gotta pay attention to ourselves, and mental health is very, very important.
Right.
I was like, I'm feeling a little, sad, a little agitated, a little all of the above, drained, tired, just everything.
Right.
And I was like, maybe I should
sensitive. Right.
Maybe I should take a Mom-cation,
Right.
And Jason was like, yeah, I've been trying to get you to do something like that.
Right.
So it probably was actually like a month ago. And I, like, my daughter's birthday was our daughter birthday was a couple of weekends ago. And then last weekend was Valentine's Day. So this past weekend is it was the chosen weekend for me to do it. And I've been so busy that I really didn't have time to plan anything. But I was like, man, I gotta, sometimes you can't let that get in the way, right? Because
what is that? Planning?
Like, not lack of planning.
Right. Sometimes you gotta be spontaneous, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Like I try to get you to be spontaneous.
Yeah, but I still had to think about some things before I booked a hotel. So basically, I booked a hotel. I went in Friday night after work, and I came back at 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Came back later than 12 o'clock.
I checked out of the hotel. So I had a full day in the hotel and 2 nights and half of a day, basically.
Yeah.
So it was really, really great.
Oh, yeah. So what all did you do during that time?
I first Friday night. So I will say this. It was a little weird Friday night because I couldn't really go to sleep. I think I was just like, I don't know, maybe so used to like being having so much to do or because sometimes I go mode. So I go to bed before you. So a lot of times I get in bed and fall asleep just fine. So I don't, it wasn't I get in the bed alone and fall asleep.
You're escaping the madness. Because I typically put the kids to sleep.
Yeah, well, we just started that. I used to do that.
Okay, we know that.
Well, they don't know, so I want to make sure.
Make sure everybody know.
Yeah, we just switched roles on that.
How long ago was that? About 2 months ago?
Yeah, about 2 months ago. Yeah. And that's been my role for 6 years.
But we'll say this. Let's throw this out there. That's a chosen role. She chose to have that role because she was breastfeeding our son, and she wanted to lay there with them. And
not necessarily just wanted to. I gotta breastfeed him.
I know it's been. We could probably rewind through a couple of episodes. There's been some times where I said, "Baby, let me do that for a time." I mean, I know my fellas out here. Let me talk to the fellas real quick. Fellas, I know it's times out there where you see where it's a potential car wreck that's about to happen, right? And you try your best to say, "Hey, baby, hey, baby. Sometimes you gotta let your baby girl, drive the car.
Let me tell y'all what would happen.
And it's okay, because guess what? If you don't let her drive that car and you step in and try to give directions when she ain't want that direction, it's gonna get all blamed on you anyway. So you gotta step out and let her drive.
Let me tell you how it really went down. Whenever Jason would try to put him to sleep, he would try for about 30 minutes and then he'll bring him back to me. It's like, I can't get him to sleep. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's exactly what would happen.
No, it was probably some other stuff going on.
No, because he was attached to me because of the breastfeeding. And you would when I would try, and this would happen in the middle of the night too. Sometimes you would get up and go get him and try to put him back to sleep.
Yeah, I say let him cry it out.
You would bring him back to me. He's like, I can't get him to sleep. You put him in the bed with us. And
do I say let him cry it out? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. We eventually did sleep training, but I did it, in a proper way instead of just letting him stay in there crying.
Yeah.
It was a method to the madness. Okay.
Yeah, it's always a method to the madness.
Yeah. So anyway, first night I felt a little weird. I think I stayed up till like 1:00. Like,
turning up.
I didn't even have anything to drink that night. I was just watching TV, watching random stuff. And then I needed to buy some stuff for me and Jordan. So I bought some things for me and Jordan. So my goal for the weekend
was shopping online.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I still did something for my child. So I'm still working, still doing mommy mode, but not that much. So my goal was.
But it was your decision, right?
It was.
Okay.
It was a good opportunity to go ahead and get it done. So, but my goal was to really try to focus on me and do the things that I wanted to do and just take care of some stuff that I needed to do for myself, such as like buying some new clothes or, stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, Saturday morning, I ordered some food. I ordered a vegan tofu bowl. Jason's like, that does not sound good. It had zucchini and mushrooms and spinach. It was so good. I ate that.
They charge you about $45 for
No, it was like $10.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. And then I went out to the beach and sat on the beach for like 3 hours. It was windy. So, sometimes you just got to roll with the punches. I did come prepared. So I had
So the wind was a punch?
Yeah, it was literally a punch. It was popping me upside my face. But I had a hoodie on. The sand was blowing everywhere. Like the sand was like all over my body because it was so windy. But, I was still doing what I do. I was reading my book. I'm reading a new book called Difficult Conversations. This is a sidebar, but I'll go ahead and throw this out there. We've been talking about, or people have said things to us about they would like to, had we ever considered making this podcast about like all relationships, which we do sometimes, but predominantly, of course, we talk about
relationships. Like what? What do you mean?
Like your relationship between your parents,
your dog,
or your coworkers,
or just
your dog? Relationships is Jason. Relationships is what make the world go around, right?
Right.
So we are promoting love and having good relationships, all across the board.
Okay.
Whatever, Jason.
All right. That's what you say, the little what they call it.
Ditto. Why are you?
I'm just poking inside. I'm trying to make you jump.
Yeah. So we haven't done much of that, but I came across this book called Difficult Conversations, and I think that this is a good opportunity to kind of jump into that of having, something that would help people with relationships, period. We all have to have difficult conversations, and this book is teaching you how to have those difficult conversations. They're just a part of life. So of course,
how you have a difficult conversation with a dog.
Okay.
So it ain't
it's not for your dogs.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure. Like to be clear and concise on Loveology podcast.
So of course it will help you in your romantic relationship as well, but it will also help with all the other sort of relationships. Okay. So I started reading that next week.
I bet you're going to have something about a sandwich, positive sandwich in there. Difficult conversation.
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Y'all heard it first. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to come back. We're going to come back around to this. We're going to circle back.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be talking about that next week. We're going to start a new series on that book. So I'm very excited about that. I've been learning, it was really good. So
can you anticipate how many episodes possible?
No.
Okay.
I can't.
At least 3, y'all.
At least 3.
When she doing these series, we go long.
Well, we got to do a deep dive. This Loveology.
Ain't nothing wrong with deep dive.
We studying, man. We're
just
studying.
Y'all prepared, man. Just like to keep my people prepared. Be ready for it. You know what I'm
So yes, I went for a walk. Where I was at, I was, there was a long walkway where you can just go for a nice walk. The sun was shining. It was windy, but the sun was really nice. And when I was walking, it wasn't nearly as bad because I wasn't so close to the ocean.
And part of the buildings were blocking it too.
Yeah. And then I had lunch. I had some fish tacos. I went back to my room, watched some TV. Well, I ate the fish tacos in my room. And why are you looking at me like this?
She's litting up over here, looking like a little sun over here. Just, I had fish tacos. I did this. I did that. Well, she had a good time, didn't she?
Yes.
I went nowhere.
I took a nap, watched some more TV, shopped some more, and then I went back out to see the sunset on the beach.
That's nice.
So my hotel was really close to the beach. So I picked it for that reason because I said, well, what do I need to do to make myself happy, right? And I like nature. Nature is good if you're dealing with depression or something like that. People will advise you to go be in nature.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm like, this will be good if I go do some nature. My friend was telling me, she was like, why don't you do something, that's walking distance from restaurants? So I looked for a hotel that had that where I could just go easily walk to a restaurant, which I was able to do. And it was really great. And another thing, I read my Bible. Another thing was that I did not talk to anybody. Like I didn't talk to my friends. I just wanted to be in solitude because I don't have that.
She talked to me for about a couple of minutes.
When? Saturday night. Yeah. I talked to you. Yeah. So I talked to him Saturday morning. Jason texts and was like, all is well, which was very nice. Yeah, that, takes the pressure off. Yeah. Most mamas are like that. Yeah. Right. So for him to proactively text me in the morning and say,
and I waited because, we get up early around here. So he was up 6 o'clock, 6:30, you know what I'm saying? So I waited. Yeah. It's about 9. Yeah. To hit you up.
Yeah. So to proactively do that, to say, enjoy your day, have fun. That was a really good touch, honey.
Yeah.
A very good touch. So I wanted to kind of backtrack a little bit to say.
Me a little touch later on.
Oh, God. I wanted to kind of backtrack to say that Jace. Oh, I wrote in my journal too. That's the thing that I really like. Write in my journal.
The journals. Can't forget about the journal. I'm surprised you brought it.
Yes, I got to write in my journal.
Your journal is your best friend.
Yes.
Actually, she doesn't have like I guess those diaries when you were younger. You have like a little lock and key on it.
I did have a diary like that.
Yeah.
I've been journaling for a long time. Yeah. But, after the children, it's really hard for me to, make my journal entries. So that's why it was a big deal for me to be able to do that. Yeah. So, so I wanted to kind of go back to say, if some people have a problem with Momcations, because some moms just think you're not supposed to spend one night away from your children. And
can't wait for mine to come up. Ready. When is my day coming? Look at this. I'm good on my own dad.
Well, and this is what I'm getting to, because since our children have been born, Jason has gone on work trips.
I definitely have.
Jason has been away from our children.
Sure has.
And he had the last one that he went to. Oh, he went to Florida. I had some homeboys from the Navy that met up with Jason. My sister was there.
Oh, we kicked it, big.
Jason just had the time of his life. You was there for a week, right?
Yeah.
So, why shouldn't a mom have that sort of thing?
Sure. That was tied to work. You know what I'm saying?
You was big kicking it, though.
But I was working. Y'all know the saying, you work hard and play harder. You know what I'm saying? So it was long hours. It really was.
It was. They was in a training.
But it was long hours. In training all day. Like from 7 to 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go in your room, change real quick, and then you have the energy to get ready to go kick it.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. So
I just made my work trip fun.
You was good. All y'all was kicking. It wasn't just you. It was all
everybody.
Yes, it was. It was all of your coworkers. I was at the doing karaoke and all the whole team.
Everybody wasn't there though. The team.
It was more than just you. Is my point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't everybody. It was a lot of people there.
Okay, so my point is, and I've gone away when I was filming, the longest I ever been away, I was filming my thesis film. And I think I was away from our daughter for like 2 weeks or 1 week. It was 2 weeks.
I want to say it was 1 week.
Yeah. I think it was 1 week. So I was working like what Jason is saying. And I really didn't. I was in like another city that didn't have my family there. So I was really working. Like I didn't have nobody to like go out with.
I didn't have family either.
You had coworkers.
I can have a snowman and we're going to kick it. It don't matter.
Jason.
It don't matter.
Y'all see what I got to deal with? This guy. Anyway, so yeah, so he's had a break before, and sometimes you do just need a break. Like it's why are we pushing just to say that we never spent a night away from our children?
Well, I'm sorry. I do want to add this, and I mean, I know it was a different situation, but you did just have a break, but you had to deal with your grandmother.
No, that was not a break
from the kids, love.
Yeah,
from the kids. I'm not saying break in general. I know it's a different situation, but from the kids, we throwing it out.
Now I'm throwing it out because that was an extremely stressful situation.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for the kids though. And then it was 2 trips because you went down there and you came back and you went again.
Man,
I'm just saying. I'm just want to get the facts to the people. That's all.
I'm talking about breaks.
Okay.
I'm talking about enjoyment. How about that?
Okay. Enjoyment. Okay, cool.
There's nothing enjoyable because we're talking about my grandmother passed.
Right.
And I went down before she went back home, before she passed, and then after she passed to go to the funeral. So there's nothing enjoyable about that at all. So it's not,
Well, I'm just saying, but at the same token, you know what I'm saying, you got to think of the flip side of your partner, even though it was a tough time for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Also, that was my first time keeping them by myself.
Yeah.
It was a week the first time, and then I don't know, it was another
2 days, 2 days.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was still a difficult thing, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it's a break from the kids or whatever you want to categorize it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nobody's saying that it wasn't difficult. I'm just saying that, like, for me, that was not a break. So when I'm saying break, I'm talking about enjoyment, relaxation, enjoyment.
Okay.
And to go away.
Leisure.
Leisure. Yes. Leisure time. Yes. Yeah. So that was not leisure time at all. So this would be like the first time that I had leisure time away from my children.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I just think like it's just really important. We'll see how long this lasts because I'm feeling pretty good right now. I feel energized. So we'll see, So, but
I think we should do it every other month.
I don't think so. I can see it quarterly.
A day trip or something. Do something? Go ride around, get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe as the virus continues to, until all of the vaccines, everybody get their vaccines or whatever, and get herd immunity or whatever it is that we're trying to reach. Which New Zealand, I saw a picture of the people. Y'all know New Zealand, it never got out of control in New Zealand, and now I saw a picture on Instagram where they're like at a festival partying it up. They're good.
Yeah, no, it's because they did what they supposed to do. They wore their masks. They quarantine. They did everything they supposed to do, and then it was gone.
It was gone. They good now. Like they living life. So that's very sad. Happy for them, and we have a lot of New Zealand listeners, so we're happy for you guys.
Hey,
okay,
shout out to New Zealand
and ladies. So yeah, what was I saying? I forgot.
Talk about leisure first, getting some leisure time away.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how often she would do it. So I can kind of see so it just depends on how long this thing, the pandemic wears on, but maybe quarterly. I don't know, but I want to make sure that I do a better job at preventing getting to a space of oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. Or maybe I can't prevent it. Maybe that is the answer, is to go away a day or whatever every 3 months or something like that. Maybe that is the answer. But we'll see, how I feel. But right now I just think it's really important, you hear this is very popular talk now about you can't pour from an empty cup and you need to fill yourself up.
Right.
But I really do want to be like that. Like, I just want to be a ball of energy and a ball of love. And I feel like I am like that, right? But it's like, you do have to replenish, because when you're a ball of energy and love, you're giving that out constantly.
Right.
So in order for me to continue to be a ball of love and energy, I have to go like replenish myself.
Right.
And
I mean, you can definitely tell that you're glowing more. You're happy. Yeah.
It was so funny because like that Friday I was like fixing lunch and Isaiah was like, mommy. He was falling behind me. I was trying to like cut up some potatoes or something, and he just mommy, hanging on my legs, and I'm like, oh my god,
about to explode.
This is why I need a break. This is why. Oh my god, just all the time. Just all the time. And like I said, I love you, honey, right? But it is. I do have to give energy to you. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Of course. Like, I wouldn't be a good wife if I didn't. I'd give you time and energy.
Right.
And so all of that combined is just a lot,
Right.
all the time with no break.
Right.
So, yes. So anyway, I've been talking. Would you like to say anything about why you were okay with the Mom-cation? Talk to the men if they may be leery about giving their wife of mom. You can't give it. I mean, I guess she can do it if she wanted to, but like
no give and take.
Being okay with, understanding how this could benefit her.
From my perspective, it should be self-explanatory, but I can understand why I guess some men don't understand. I don't know. From my perspective, it's self-explanatory. Like, because at the end of the day, we're not machines, which I don't think we're machines. Who knows? Like
living in the matrix.
Right, exactly. But no, we're not machines, man. So, we need time to rest, right? God made this place in cycles. You know what I'm saying? Like, even him, he put this thing together in 6 days. On the 7th day, he took a rest. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And he's the creator. So we all need to take a rest. And sometimes you don't even know. I remember when I was working, on my job, and they had a coronavirus. What was it? Corona act where you can get time off. I think it was like 10 weeks. And a lot of times you don't even know you got a monkey on your back riding you. You don't even know it's there. That stress is a silent killer. It doesn't tell you that, hey, I'm there. What happens is it just comes out like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta take the time to yourself to really understand and pay attention to your body and really understand what's really going on, right? So taking a break is simply just resetting.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Like, you cut your lights off, you cut your car off, you get an oil change. Your body needs to do the same thing. And sometimes you just need to go away and it's just you, right? I've done that before when I was single. You know what I'm saying? I took a sabbatical, right? We just go away, man, and you just chill. You know what I'm saying? You just do whatever you need to do. So it's going to bring up the energy levels, because if you're a visual person, over time, every day you drain it down. But it's just, even with your battery on your cell phone, you charge it back up and you drain it down. But sometimes the next month, it may not reach to the highest level anymore. And you drain it down, and then it just get lower and lower and lower. And sometimes you got to take that break where you got to replace that battery, and then you can charge it back all the way up to the top again. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's what you did. Did you feel like your batteries got charged all the way at the top? Or do you feel like, maybe I could do 3 days or 4 days next time?
No, I felt really recharged. I really did.
Yeah.
But, it's different for everybody else, and depending on what state you in. I try to make sure that I, like I said, pay attention to my mental health. So once I start feeling like
State of mind, not actual like an actual state like California, Arkansas.
Yeah. My state of mind. So it's like I try to be aware and try to catch it before you hit like absolute burnout. Yeah. So if you at a point of absolute burnout, then you may need a little bit more time.
Right.
And it needs to be like a continual thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like now you may have to make some changes or something.
Definitely got to be some type of something needs to be. It's a red flag to let you know that this ain't it.
Yeah. So it depends on how low your battery is, basically.
Right.
So I don't think that I let my battery get that low. I'm trying to be aware of that because I have let my battery get really low. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm just like, let me be proactive and not let it hit the red. Right. 5%, you know.
Right. Okay. But yeah, fellas, I think it's a good deal. It's a good thing. If you and your wife or significant other haven't talked about it yet, fellas, I think it's a good time to get you some brownie points, man, and bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not gonna do. It's gonna help out the family as a whole. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help the kids. It's gonna help everybody involved. Yeah, you got to sacrifice for a little bit. Yeah, it was actually cool for me with the kids. What we did was I took them out the house, man, and you got to wear them down. You know what I'm saying? So we went to the Culver City stairs. They call it the Culver City. We call it the Culver City stairs out here. They call it. I think the official term is a scenic overlook. Mm-hmm. And man, they was running up the mountain, and it was fun. You know, we had a good time, took some pictures and all that good stuff, and they got to do something they haven't done before. Well, Jordan done it, but she was
too young to remember. Yeah.
But Isaiah had never done that before, and man, they had a good time, and we just rode around, came back to the house, and ate some. We ate some pizza, ordered some pizza, man. Look, we had a good time, and I do know that Ashley works from home. We both work from home. And sometimes I can have a little anxiety because if I know, and I'm with Isaiah, with my son, and he's crying because of something that he wants a blue spoon instead of a red spoon, but the red spoon is dirty, and it's like, I know that he's just being a little spoiled right now, and he'll be all right. Mm-hmm. Right. But Ashley's up here on a call or trying to schedule when she hear her son crying. That's that may affect her mood a little bit, right? And I have anxiety on hearing him holler, scream, or cry, and anticipating of her hearing that, and that may mess up, So that all that kind of plays into the part. So having her not here, it's okay for him to cry a little bit when he's a little spoiled because she's not around to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool.
And that same thing was happening to me.
Right.
Like, so so basically what I'm saying is before I started working, I was taking care of the kids, and he would do the same thing.
I was worse though. I'll pop in like, man, what's going on, my son? What y'all doing here? You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, he's a child. He cries.
Yeah.
And so I would have the same feelings, and you also create an anxiety for me because you are coming in here all the time asking me questions, right? Which I try not to do that to you.
No, you do a better job than I do.
Yeah. But I still do it because sometimes the cry is just like, oh man, you can't help it. You just want to go see what is happening. So that's why I was like, I just need to go away, because trying to like do it here, because Jason was like, well, we could do like earlier on. He was saying, well, you can just have time here. I'm like, nah, I gotta go away. I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I want to hear nothing.
Great decision.
Like just complete solitude. And like I said, I told my friend, like my best friend, that like I can't talk to anybody. I just want to be like solitude. Like it's just over stimulation. I was on the beach and I was just watching the ocean and just de-stressing. It was great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, if you want to be fellas, if you want to like really get some points, just, figure out a way to give your lady a mommy day.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can even bundle it up as like a little surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go ahead and I know we in times of COVID, but she has some close family members that she can probably just go stay over there if money is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But if money isn't an issue, then just go ahead and find that good hotel and go ahead and get everything booked for her and just say, hey, baby girl, look, this is what we're gonna do. Boom, Friday, boom. You know what I'm saying? Just have it all laid out, and yeah, I think that'll do wonders for the relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And for the ladies who may be thinking about doing something like this, it doesn't have to be elaborate, right? You can make it elaborate or not make it elaborate. I don't feel like mine was that elaborate. Like some women are actually planning trips and going with their girlfriends. I just needed some solitude. I don't want to go with nobody. I just want to be by myself because I haven't been by myself in I don't know how long. So, So, it wasn't elaborate at all. Like, we're in LA.
Yeah, that's a key thing, being by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the last time you been by yourself?
I don't know.
Because even on my trips, with work, I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, being by yourself, that's being able to move. Think about the people that got kids and stuff. When last time you was able to just move by yourself? I don't know, maybe y'all do.
Yeah.
And that's part of our problem. We don't. But yeah, we're seeing it. It's important to move by yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm very grateful that we were able to do that. I know everybody's not in the position, but like you said, if you could go, maybe you could go to your family's house or a friend's house away from the children, or if you're a single mom, find somebody that you really, really trust, a family member, somebody that you trust. I should just say that because sometimes family members are not trustworthy. I just go ahead and say that.
Right.
So depending on the family. So, somebody that that you can trust with your children to give you a little bit of time away. I think it's well worth it to rejuvenate yourself.
Sure.
So,
and if you think about it too, for your just fellas and ladies, you know what I'm saying? It's a tough time going on right now.
Yeah.
So if you know someone that is single, right, and they have kids, and that you are, you're real cool with them, and maybe your family, your cousin or somebody, your older sister or somebody, man, see if you can reach out and see if you can watch the kids for a little minute. Maybe it's not for a whole weekend or for a whole day. Just give them an evening off. You know what I'm saying? Just reach out. We gotta do we gotta do our part in helping other people, spreading that love. Right? That's what it's all about. And Michael Jackson, he said, "I'm talking to the man in the mirror."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How you want to change the world, but you gotta first start with the man in the mirror. So start with yourself. See how you can help somebody else's life today, and I promise you, what you put out there will come right back to you.
Absolutely,
right? It will do it.
Yeah. So that's it. We just wanted to talk about the Mom-cation and how I had a great time and how I feel rejuvenated. And my husband is gonna, pay. You're gonna get what is the word? Reap the benefits of my
dividends.
Of me feeling rejuvenated. So next week, like I said, we'll be talking about difficult conversations. I'm very excited. We can never talk too much about communication. We've done some episodes about communication, but I'm really liking this. This is very broad. You can apply it to any area of your life.
Yeah.
And difficult conversations are a part of life. You can't run from them. Nope. So we're going to be talking about that.
Hey, I got an idea live just happened.
What is it?
So, I've gotten to the stock market a little bit heavy. You know what I'm saying? Doing some research, make sure you do your due diligence on the stock market and cryptocurrency and all that good stuff, right? Do you think it'll be maybe I can drop some stock symbols on at the end of every episode, give you like a little nugget?
Sure. I mean, why not? If that's what you would like.
Yeah.
Just make sure you preface it by saying you're not a financial
Definitely
advisor.
Not a financial advisor. Definitely not that. But spreading the love, sometimes can come in the form of money. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to spread the love. So I think I'm gonna start doing that, throwing a little stock symbols at the end of our episodes, just to give you an extra added bonus for watching our shows. And these, like I said, do your due diligence on these different stock symbols that I give out, but just something to add on to your watch list and pay attention to. So this week, I guess I can go ahead and give him. I'm gonna give you two. CCIV is about to do their merger with Lucid on Tuesday. So if you listen to this on Monday, you have a chance to go look at CCIV. I got a chance to jump in that bad boy when it was only 20 was it $20? Yeah, I think it was $20 or even cheaper than that, but it jumped up to like 60 some bucks. But the merger is saying it's going to jump all the way up to $100 by the end of the year. It could be pretty soon. So check out CCIV and also check out CTRM. So check those two stock symbols out. Do your own due diligence on them. So
I don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah.
No, Jason, he's been teaching me.
That's my job to bring home the bacon.
Yep.
Not really.
I mean, you're
Jason. Wifey bring home the bacon too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Always have.
Right. But that's all we got, man. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let us know if you want to stay away from the stocks. Let us know in the comments. Let us know. But if you want to bring more of the stocks, let me know. Talk to me. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know. Let's converse in there. So that's it. That's all. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna catch y'all next week. Again, thank y'all. Love y'all. Peace out.
Bye.